Welcome back to another short bit segment from IJ Apps, where I'll be covering how to modify the edit text using its attributes. If you haven't already, check out the previous short bits called Accepting User Input with Edit Text, because we'll be picking off from where we left off. So let's get started. And I'm going to cover the different attributes that the edit text has, that way you have more customizability. Like as you see here, when I delete the text, you can see the edit text length is very small. So I'm going to show you how to change some of that stuff. Let's head on over to activity-main.xml and then go inside our edit text. And one of the features that the edit text has is the Android EMS. And what this does is it changes the length of the edit text. So I'm going to set this equal to 10. That way it's longer. And two other useful ones are Android Hint, which is the text that's being displayed in the edit text before the user types anything. So once the user starts typing stuff, it will disappear. So I'm just going to say type your message. And we can also say Android Text Color Hint to set the color of the hint. So text color hint, and I'm going to say 157B00, which is a green. Then we can obviously set the background by doing Android background. I'm going to say FF0. And now we can say Android text color highlight to set the color that the text will be when the user highlights it with the cursor. So we're going to make that red. And we can also change the color of the cursor when the user is typing by doing Android text color cursor drawable and saying @null. And what this will do is it will basically set the cursor color to whatever the text color is, which in this case is black because I haven't specified the text color. And if you wanted, you could go ahead and make a drawable and provide that instead. And finally, one very useful thing is Android input type, which is incredibly useful because you can specify what type of things the user is entering. For example, if they're entering a phone number, you could say phone. That way it only shows a number pad when the user is entering information. Additionally, you could say stuff like text cap words, text cap sentences, which are also very useful. So I'm just going to say phone in this case. And now I'm going to run the app to see the changes. So you can see here we have our app and all the changes have been made. It looks far more interesting than what we had earlier. You can see the hint in the background saying type your message. You can see when I come here to type something, this pops up, the keyboard, so I can only enter numbers. And that's because we specified over here that the input type is phone. It looks like the connection has gotten disrupted, but you should be able to play around with it and see that you can only enter numbers because we specified that the input type should be phone. And that's about it. That's all for this short bits. In a few days I will release the video on making your very first game, which is a simple clicker game using what we have learned so far. Until then, happy developing from IJ Apps.